Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the happiest podcast on YouTube. We thank you all for joining us this evening. Moving along towards tonight, we have a very special interview with members of the Disney Streamer Network, as well as exciting things coming your way. Also, just want to let everyone know that if there is at any time, you are more than welcome to stop us at any time for discussion. Starting off, we have our very special guest joining us. We have Lawrence from the Park Bros, Ashley from Wilson's in the World, Magical Mike from Magic Adventures, as well as we also have Tonio Tower from Tonio Tower. And we should also have Matthew joining us, but he will be here in just a little bit. Before we begin, I just wanted to introduce you guys and see what you guys are about and what channels you belong to and anything up on the horizon.
Who's first?
I guess we'll start off with you, Lawrence.
All right. Great. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Always glad to come on and talk about the Disney Streamer Network. I am Lawrence. My own channel is called Park Bros, but I represent the Disney Streamer Network, which is a great cooperation of 48 now, as of tonight, 48 channels that stream from the parks and from home, doing podcasts similar to this. And so we're just excited to continue to grow and bring Disney to more of the world.
We'll do Ashley next.
Okay. I'm Ashley. I'm from Wilson's in the World. New channel. Haven't got to do streaming from the parks yet. But I am excited for things to come.
Okay, I'm Mike, Magic Adventures. My wife Jen and I are a team. Right now, Jen's not able to be with us, but we normally try to do 3 days a week in the park. Right now, we're on a little hiatus because of Jen having to take care of some family matters. We do have a little stream that we do. We just did it this evening for the second time. 3 of us have joined together, and we're actually have a little evening show, talk, chat, a little bit of everything. But we're primarily Disney, but we've also done launches. We've done, introduction to cruise ships coming in and out of Port Canaveral. So a little bit of everything, but we're just primarily a Disney channel to enjoy Disney and share the days with you all.
We'll do Tony next.
Hey everybody, I am Tony O'Tell, and I find it way easier to speak when I'm standing up. So that is why I'm standing up. As you may know, I am all things Hollywood Tower Hotel, and I just absolutely love, and my channel is Tony O'Tell. I absolutely love talking about, dropping fun facts about Tower of Terror, and when I can, even though I live in Denver, Colorado, I stream from both Disneyland and especially Disney World. Plus, every Sunday, I do a live art request stream where I do art that AI cannot generate or produce for you. So that is basically a long story short of my channel. Thank you for having me on.
You're very welcome, Tony. And let me introduce Disney with Matthew because he is currently having some technical problems. So Disney with Matthew, feel free to follow him on YouTube. He does games. He does live streams from the parks upcoming. And he's a really great moderator of mine. And, feel free to check him out. He's close to about 100 followers. So if you haven't already, feel free to give him a follow. Yeah, so that's Disney with Matthew. And for my channel, you can follow me on Amusement Park Pirates on YouTube, Blue Sky, Twitter, formerly known as X, Instagram, all the other socials, Facebook, you name it. And and so cannot wait to be here. Happy Wednesday to you all. And let's get things rolling with some chat members. I see chat flowing today. So we have Disney Crest crew member Monique. Good to see you. We have Tiffany Johnson. Hello there. We have Magic Adventures, Jen. We have Eric Schwartz. Hey there, good to see you. Thank you for a great time last Thursday. And then we also have Disney with Matthews in here. We got Patrick Julian. Welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you to Patrick for putting that command in here. Alrighty, so let's get things started here. We're going to be doing an interview now, and if I seem to interrupt, if we have any new friends joining, I will be free to do so. So, I think, Lawrence, this first question is for you. I think you mostly covered it on your introduction, but most of everybody doesn't know what is the Disney Streamer Network, and nobody really doesn't know what is the DSN. So my first question is, what is the Disney Streamer Network, and how do you find it?
Sure. So Disney Streamer Network started last summer, where I just decided that I had to put something together to help new channels, channels that wanted to find more viewers, and a way for those of us that share our passion for Disney to kind of come together instead of having this, it's you versus them. No more of that. It's us versus the world. Let's go out there and find more Disney lovers. So that's essentially what we did. And it has grown way more than I thought it ever would. We're currently, as I mentioned, about 48 channels right now, and stream from Disneyland, Disney World, and even Disneyland Paris. We do home streams and podcasts similar to this. And one of the best features about the DSN is that our folks that want to watch can go right to dsn.disneystreams.com, and they can see multiple channels at once. So, for example, I think there's 4 shows happening right now, and they would see us. They would see 3 other shows as well, all on one screen. They can chat with each one of those channels. They can do super chats. It's the same as watching YouTube. It's actually just integrated into a multi-view. So it's been very cool. We've also developed a couple apps. So you have a wait times app, similar to the My Disney Experience app and the Disneyland app, except here you actually can see trends, whether the ride is going up or down in wait times. And if a ride is down, you can actually set an alert and you'll get a notification when the ride comes back up. So we're trying to just push out a lot of different things for the Disney folks in the parks and at home.
Very nice. Thank you, Patrick, for putting the link to the DSN. If anyone is interested in who is live right now, who is going to be upcoming, it's all there. So thank you, Patrick, once again. And Disney with Matthew, will you have the next question?
What was your question? Wait, APV, can you say it one more time? I'm
You
sorry.
have the next question, the second question.
Second question. Okay. What kind of feedback have you received from the Disney streamer community from the being in the DSN?
And this is for anyone to answer.
Mike, why don't you answer?
Okay. I mean, we've had a great response with the DSN. We can actually look at the metrics and see, where we're getting our viewership from. And we have had quite a increase for our channel, at least, once we started with the DSN. They're out there, they're able to show just so much more. And then we're always collaborating with each other, also trying to share and how we can get even more. Lawrence has a whole lot of knowledge and information about that to help us all increase our viewership. And it's just a really good community. It is a community. We help each other.
Exactly. How about you, Tony?
All right, so that is a really good question. When it comes to the network, I personally received a lot of help with search engine optimization and thumbnails. Before I started in the network, my titles and my descriptions were absolute garbage. They made no sense. But when I really got going with the DSN, I really began learning how to really optimize the title, how to make a video so that people actually want to watch you, and how to capture an audience. And besides just the SEO and really technical YouTube stuff, I did learn how to use a gimbal, and I did learn the importance of putting your best foot forward, especially when you're testing out new equipment versus diving straight into the stream. That is my biggest takeaways when it came to the DSN and what I learned.
Awesome.
Very nice. How about you, Matthew?
Honestly, I think I really like the being part of the DSN network, and I'm trying to learn how to do using the gimbal and in the parks, and I actually did it once, and I did it once in IG at Disney Springs, and really cool experience. And I'm hoping in the future I can use the gimbal to all the 4 parks at Walt Disney World.
Very nice. So my next question, well, before we move on, want to welcome in a new friend. We got Cece, loves Disney. Welcome in. Good to see you, Cece. So my next question is for Lawrence. What inspired you to create the Disney Streamer Network in the first place, and how did you come up with the name of the DSN?
Good question. So, I've been studying YouTube for, at least 3 years before I started the podcast, or before I joined the podcast, I should say. And excuse me, it was at that point that I started to really figure out that there's a lot of YouTube mentors out there that help you have more personality on camera, talk about the technical issues, talk about SEO, as Tony mentioned, and how to optimize finding new viewers, which is great. I mean, that's totally necessary. But what I didn't find was someone or a channel or some sort of community that was focused on mobile streaming. The majority of us stream from the parks, and there was nobody that you could reach out to get help with mobile streaming. And so that was really the inspiration for starting it. Is, you know, Corey at Living in Diz has been doing it for years. Josh has 200,000 followers. Pete McDevitt has now over 50,000 subscribers, and he calls himself a YouTube enhancer, and he helps to bring knowledge to, or bring awareness to some of these smaller channels. And so that's kind of what I wanted to do, but in a different way. And it just grew from there. And I think that the viewers are getting more out of it than the creators are, which is certainly the byproduct that I didn't expect, but I absolutely love. And as far as the name, so I just, that night, June 3rd, I went into ChatGPT and I was like, hey, I'm starting this network of, streamers. We live stream from the parks. Give me some ideas on some names, and it put out a couple, and I didn't think they were good. And then I put a couple together, and I was like, the Disney Streamer Network. It feels like it's could be not only a network of people, but an actual network, like a TV network. And so then when I thought of that, that's when I thought about creating the logo, and then also creating the call letters, which if you look at them, you might notice they look a little bit like a cable news network. And so that was kind of the inspiration behind that. So that eventually we not only are bringing you parks, but we're bringing you news as well. So I'm hoping that the Disney Streamer Network becomes the place to go to for your in-park news, and in-park live streams as well. I mean, just think about it. You could have someone in a park, and Disney breaks some news, right? Disneyland, announces soft opening of the new Bluey show. And if I have a streamer that's in the park, we could immediately say, hey, this just happened, run over there, and you'll be the first to stream it. And so stuff like that has really become, the forefront of being the DSN.
Can I build on top of that too? Not only that, the DSN has also been able to, a lot of times, for what I understand, years before, the streamers were almost like islands onto themselves.
Yep.
Lawrence has found a way to bring them together, to talk to each other. We all have probably the same issues when we go in a park. Where do you lose signal? What's the best gimbal to use? Everything. So we've learned how to talk to each other instead of just being islands onto ourselves. We are that network that Lawrence is talking about, where we're able to come in and talk to each other. And we're friends, which we should have been in a long time. We see each other in the park. It's a good thing, not a bad thing.
100%.
Right. All right. Let's see. So Matthew, next question.
All right. What was your reaction when you first discovered the Disney Streamer Network? Was anyone besides Lawrence?
We can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
No, it was Ashley. We couldn't hear. There you go.
Ashley, we can't hear Ashley.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought.
Got me now?
Yeah, now we do.
Yeah,
Okay.
now we can hear it.
I will say that I feel like I found my people. I mean, I knew there were other people obsessed with like going to Disney and all things Disney, but I just didn't know where they were at. And now there's a spot where I feel like I belong.
And can I ask? So Ashley reached out to me. A lot of the channels I reached out to, especially in the very beginning when I was trying to get a strong foothold. But Ashley actually emailed to me. So, how did you find out about the Disney Streamer Network?
It was Jason, Score Jason, and then I believe I heard it from Thad as well, and Sierra.
Great, that's awesome. That's awesome. So it's it's spreading the word. I mean, you mentioned 3 streamers that do a great job of when they're live, when a partner channel comes in, talking about the network. Mike and Jen do a great job of it, and they actually have their chat automated so that as soon as a streamer comes in, the chat welcomes that streamer and puts their link in. I've been doing the same thing for a while, and so, like Mike said, that collaboration is huge. And instead of being, one streamer walking down Main Street the other way and another one here, and you turn your phone away so that they don't see them, you realize that they're a community. And instead of worrying about that other streamer taking your viewers, you figure out how to share viewers. And that's a big part to growing your channels.
Yeah.
Might I add that, at the end of every streams, I do like to, redirect to people, especially, if it's late at night, and and so I've been pretty much redirecting mostly to Sean and other creators, and so it's been pretty good so far, despite them not knowing since it's late at night. But it is, I do agree, it's putting the word out there and giving others some love and treatment.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it this way: if you include Disneyland Paris, Disney Streamer Network is live about 21 hours a day. We start at 7 with Disney with Sean, and we go all the way until 5 o'clock in the morning or something like that. So there's so much out there, and it's just creating that. If people want more, like Amusement Park Pirates is talking about, when you redirect, it just gives them more of what they came for. Disney, we can't stream anymore here on the East Coast because the park is closed. That's it. Okay, well, some of us have post shows, and that extends the magic a little bit. But then we shoot them off to Disneyland so they get a couple more hours, and then Disneyland shoots them off to Disneyland Paris or the early morning Disney World shows. And it just continues like that, because at the end of the day, it's the viewers that are important, and that's why we created this network.
Absolutely.
Can I please chime in? So what's really wild is I actually first heard of the Disney Streamer Network through Amusement Park Pirates, and I actually really got to know the network by randomly clicking links on YouTube and going down at 3 a.m. YouTube rabbit hole where I literally just go around clicking links, opening stuff up, and seeing where the links take me. It's a link for that. That's how I found out. And honestly, when it comes to the network, I can really agree with everybody because I made so many online friends, and as an autistic individual, I have a really hard time socializing, meeting people outside of my special interests or niches, and this entire community has really reminded me of what really genuine and what really strong and supportive friendship looks like, which I really deeply appreciate from the bottom of my heart because this is a very rare opportunity in my life.
Well, that's that's a great point, because if we're watching Disney streams and we're a Disney creator, we probably love Disney, right? so
Obviously.
you know, so we're coming from that same place. While we may not live in the same place, I think we have 5 or 6 states represented here on the screen. And so, we're not all coming from the same place. We don't all have the same backgrounds. We don't all stream the same way. We're not all in the same parks. But that love of Disney is there, and that's between the 6 of us on the screen, the 48 creators in the network, and all the people that are watching. And so that's the key for me, is to bring that out. And then on top of that, you use your background and you use your strengths, right? Everybody, as I mentioned before, everybody has a different strength, and there's nothing wrong with, using the strength of this person to help build that person, and that channel is helping that channel. And that's really what it's about.
Yep.
Absolutely. And I want to bring up this comment from Magic Adventures. She does a really great point. She says that Jen says, and redirecting is such a wonderful gift to the viewer. They get up, continue watching context they love, and maybe even find new channels. Absolutely, Jen.
Aww.
And Disney Cast crew member Monique says, I would like to thank all my Disney streamer pals. You are all amazing and inspiring to me, and you have been making my memories very special and wonderful and joyful too. I appreciate all the hard work from all. Thank you, Monique. Absolutely well said.
Mhm.
Disney with Matthew, what is the next question?
All right. What's your favorite feature of the network so far? Anyone can answer, like Mike and Lawrence and Tony.
That's hard. That's a hard one. I mean, there's so many. There's so many of them. I mean, God, features. I mean, the timer, the wait timer that Pile has developed is amazing. The locator in the park is like spot on, and the flexibility that you have to customize it for you, however you want it to look, adding, subtracting, whatever on that. Um, and the other thing is sharing of ideas. Somebody has this is good that they add in, and that feature there is amazing in itself. Just being able to exchange information. So yeah, there's just so many advantages to the network that we've found that helped us out. I mean, we're still a small channel, but you don't feel that small when you are all working together. You feel like, we're able to cover Disney in a very positive light.
Yeah, Mike hit it on the head. A lot of the stuff that's been the features of the network were really developed by David Pyle, who happened to be watching my podcast when I talked about it, and just jumped in and said, how can I help? I have this multi-view. Could this help in some way? And so then he developed its own page, dsn.disneystreams.com. And what's been great, Mike talks about, the creators helping each other. It was Aaron, I think, from Magical Horizons, who said in our Discord, because we have a Discord server, and that's where a lot of the ideas flow. He said to David, well, what about an app? And David's like, "Nah, I don't think so. I don't see how an app would work." And then about 2 days later, he's like, "Hey, we have an app." You know, and so now the multi-view is an app. And then he had asked me, you know, what other things could we do? And I mentioned, you know, well, what about wait times? And so that's when the wait times banner came up, and he was able to pull the data, put it on the scroll, the ticker, and then that developed into developing it into its own app. So now you have the wait times app. Then I asked him about the he wanted to do kind of like the resort TV, where it has the different times of the park, the operating hours, the wait times there. So he developed that, and I was like, "Hey, that's cool. Could we have music?" And he's like, "I don't know how we can pull that in." About an hour later, he figured it out, and now we have Park World Radio that plays on the wonderful window. So it's just the innovations that come up. I wanted to call them interventions. You can see I'm still stuck in Epcot world. So that's the key for me. And eventually we will move dsn.disneystreams.com to its own website, disneystreamernetwork.com, which is already being developed.
Yeah. David's amazing. What he's done and his support of the network and the creators ourselves. David's a great guy. I've met him a couple times at the park. He's a wonderful guy.
And there's already been talk of developing our own streaming app for the streamers to use in the park. So instead of using Prism or Streamlabs or Moblin or, you know, some of the others, they would just go to the DSN app and be able to stream right there.
Yeah, that would be great.
That would be great. That would be great.
So my next question, this is to you, Lawrence.
I don't think
Is,
go.
oh, go ahead, Tony. Sorry.
So let me be very honest. I really agree with everything that everybody said. But personally, my very favorite aspect about the Disney Streamer Network is the review. The reason is so I can keep an eye out for the Hollywood Tower Hotel, and sometimes if I get lucky, I can get 6 views of the Hollywood Tower Hotel. At the same time, it's the best thing on the planet. Heck yeah!
There you go.
All right. So let's see. So my next question for you, Lawrence, is I know it's the Disney Streamer Network, and I know that we have some channels that stream at Universal, not just in Orlando, but also in Hollywood as well. Is there any plans to expand beyond the Disney parks, like places like Knott's Berry Farm, for example, or any of the other theme parks out there?
Yeah, so I think for the most part, you have creators that are doing things outside of the Disney parks. Mike mentioned Cape Canaveral, which was great. He did Daytona, which was a great stream for him. And, you know, that's then on because his channel is on the Disney Streamer Network. You have folks that are watching the DSN that are able to see those when creators like yourself out there on the West Coast go to Knott's Berry Farm or Universal Studios Hollywood. They're able to pick that up. You have a theme park giant over here on the East Coast that does Busch Gardens and SeaWorld and just did Universal Studios yesterday. And so people that are looking for Disney will end up getting a lot of other things. One of the streams I did on my channel was in Raleigh we did New Year's Eve, and it was one of my best streams. I think it was my highest rated live stream. And so sometimes you can expand that reach just a little bit to give people a little bit of flair for something else. I plan to stream from the North Carolina State Fair in October when it comes around, just to give people a little bit different. So I think as long as our main channels are doing Disney, then it makes sense. And then you just, every now and then you kind of have a special event. If you think about, a network, look, let's go back. Some of you may not know, I might be aging myself, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And he would go outside and he would take you to the crayon factory and stuff like that. That wasn't his bread and butter, but he would do something a little bit different like that. Or you have, a show where you might have a crossover episode, And so that type of stuff, I think, will continue to bring out some of those other nuances. But Disney is really the backbone of what we do for every single channel that we have. And as far as branding goes, people search way more for the Disney name than they do Universal or Knott's Berry Farm or something like that. So you're able to find a lot more people by having the Disney Streamer Network as the brand.
Yeah, we have a lot of diversity.
Correct.
Absolutely. And before we move on, I just want to welcome in a few friends. We have Cruise and Theme Park Guide. Hey, Sierra. Welcome in another East Coast streamer. Let's see. She says, I'm about to sleep, just finished a video. Sounds good, Cruise and Theme Park Guide. Magic Adventure says, good night, everyone, and don't forget to hit that like. It's a wonderful being to know more about the DSN. Have a wonderful night, Jen. Get some rest.
Bye, hon.
All righty. So, the next question is for Matthew to ask.
Have you discovered other creators through the network that you didn't know before?
And this is anyone can answer.
Yeah, I think we said that, but we meet everybody. I mean, if I met Dutchyland, he came over from Holland.
Mm-hmm.
He streams Disney Paris. Without the network, I would have never thought about, going and meeting Dutch, Omar, great guy. Him and his wife, Heather,
Yep.
just great people, very nice. Murray's Adventure out of England, out of London. Murray and his wife Lisa, great people, amazing people. And then seeing so many of the other ones in the park that, Disney was Sean, scored Jason, just so many people. I mean, and we all have a commonality that we all enjoy Disney. But when we get together, we find out that we have so many other likes that are either the same, but it brings us all together. I can't say enough about the DSN, what it has done to improve the community, right here where we are.
Absolutely, Mike.
Yeah, I remember one trip, I guess it was September. I'm in Hollywood Studios, and it was 3 or 4 of the other streamers that came over. Thad and I were hanging out, but a few others came over to meet me, including Scooter Adventures. And it just becomes these friendships. I get on the phone and talk to Mike, and we'll talk forever. Same thing with Thad and Pete and so many people that Pete McDevitt had a meetup in December, and it was 2 hours from 11 to 1. And then we it was at Disney Springs, and we decided, hey, let's grab some lunch. And we needed 4 tables for all the creators that got together to have some lunch. And we weren't sitting around talking about our channels and how to grow them and all that. We were talking about us and trying to get to know each other. And that's the stuff that's come. You have friends in this community that have that similarity, that commonality, as Mike talked about, that love for Disney. But then you start to sit down and have, break bread with each other and understand that, oh, wow, we got a lot in common, or we work for the same industry, or, we grew up in the same town, or whatever the case is. And that all of a sudden you become friends.
Lawrence has these amazing shirts that he wears all the time. And I found out that he doesn't buy them.
Actually, this one I did. This one is bought. I've worn so many of her shirts. So my fiance Catherine makes a lot of my shirts for the podcast. And I said one day for the podcast, I'm gonna just line them up on the sofa behind me so everybody can see all of them. I want to say she's made like 25 shirts, if I'm not mistaken, for me. So yeah,
they're amazing. They're amazing.
They are.
Anybody else want to share?
Yes. Thanks for may I please go? Alright, so when it comes to people who I met in the Disney Streamer Network, the first person I met was in Disneyland, named Christy PhD Disney. She's absolutely so sweet and wonderful. Then I met Richard from Disney Magic Mayhem in the airport, which I found really well that our flights and our schedules rolled up perfectly so that we can meet in the airport. Then I met Cruising Theme Park Guide, aka Sia, and her wife Melody. After meeting Sia, I ended up meeting Getting Away from Magic Adventures, and after that I met Lily's wife. And after Lily's wife, on a later trip, I ended up meeting April from Abounding from Johnny and been a remote streamer. There has been so many wonderful people who I've met, and everybody's been so sweet, so amazing, and so genuine and kind.
Very nice, Tony. Matthew, you have something to say?
Honestly, I would like to meet like the different Disney streamer networks in the future. Like, I never got to see them in the parks. There's so many people around, and that one time I got to meet Florida Mark at Epcot one time, and he's a great moderator for Fun to Be Free, and he was really nice, and we chatted for a little bit, and then hopefully in the future I'll get to meet Mike at the parks, and Lawrence as well, and Dad as well. So that would be my future, and when I get to meet these streamers part of the DSN network.
Matthew is an amazing moderator.
Yes, he is.
And he has a whole lot of Disney magic and a knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I've only met through this network. I have met Cruising Theme Park Guide she was at Disneyland this past January. I have yet to meet all of you on here on screen one day. So met of a lot of amazing people, both in person and on screen, and so greatly appreciate everyone supporting this channel and having you guys support other channels from this channel. So like to continue moving forward to that as well. So then my next question is, let's see, here it is. So this is anyone can answer. So earlier we talked about, having our favorite features for in the DSN. The next question that I have for all of you is, what feature or features would you like to see added to the network? So if there's anything that is not,
Hang on, let me get a pen and paper. I'm gonna start jotting these down. I'll give them to David, and sure enough, they'll probably be on the network like tomorrow.
Same as you, chat, as well. If anyone in the chat would like to see some things that have been watching the DSN yourselves, feel free to chat upon us. Great seeing everyone here. Thank you all for your support. Hit that like button if you haven't already done so. Let's see. Cruising Theme Park guys, yes, it was nice seeing APP at Fantasmic. Very well said, Sierra. So yeah, let's do ladies first. Ashley.
I don't know how that would work, but maybe something along the lines of being able to communicate directly with someone else who's in the park as well.
Okay.
I know we have Discord, but you never know who's in the park at the same time. So being able to maybe collaborate off of each other while you're in the parks.
Well, I can tell you that that's not far off because.
Okay.
So, for example, I produced the show for Living in Diz, and I had thought about having walkie-talkies. Like, could I buy, almost like the old Nextel. Again, I'm aging myself. Nextels where you could, walkie to each other, and he could hear me just like I was a producer in an actual studio. So now he actually has meta glasses, and so whatever I'm texting to him comes right up, and he hears it in Elsa's voice. By the way, he told me today, just crazy. So that's pretty cool. But then being able to collaborate in the park was huge. I remember one night where I was in Disney Springs. It wasn't streaming or anything. I happened to be in Disney, and Rich, Disney Magic and Mayhem, his battery had gotten wet, so it wasn't charging, and so he wasn't going to be able to stream anymore because his phone was, getting down to single digits. And Sierra and myself actually went into the Discord and went out to, hey, if anybody's in the park, Rich from Disney Magic and Mayhem has no gimbal or no battery. He is in Epcot. Is anybody close by that can help him out? That type of stuff really goes a long way. So I do like the idea of being able to communicate, in some way with each other. So that locator that Mike talked about, could be a possibility because at least you would know where the other one is. And we're actually going to use that when we do the streamer games. So I'm just throwing out this little teaser there that we're essentially going to play a game of capture the flag. And the streamers are going to try and find the other streamers in the park. But we're going to have them all on, like it'll be on my channel where they can see the map and be able to see the streamers as they're moving through the park. So
That's cool.
We got some cool
Well,
stuff
that's interesting though, because normally as far as my channel, I normally go live at Disneyland like at least 2 times a month. So it's gonna have to be altered a bit. Like I'm not like Danny or anybody else that streams multiple times a week.
Sure.
So
yeah, I think it will. What I would probably do is have it scheduled on the days where we have the most channels live typically. So I can tell you just from an insider point, the slowest days for Disney streams are Mondays, Thursdays, and typically Tuesdays. So if they and definitely Sundays. So I would say if there was a channel that wanted to go out there and be a part-time channel, contact me and go schedule yourself for Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and you'll have a niche because those 3 days typically are not very busy. So we would schedule it around there so that the most viewers get to watch the streamer games.
Yeah. My primary days that I stream are Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday.
There you go.
I would also like to chime in with the map. I'm not sure, but I can see the map being created very similar to this Snapchat map interface, where content creators can create a little avatar stuff, like they emoji of themselves, and when they appear on the map, they can appear as a cartoon character, very similar to Snapchat maps, but the streamer edition.
Mm.
Now, what's the possibility, Lawrence, sitting here thinking about that? Let's say two streamers are collaborating.
Mhm.
Can that be blended and you had put those two together on a split screen? Like if I'm watching Starlight at the firehouse talking to each other, like you said, across the stream, and another person at, Frontier Town.
So that's really what the multi-view would be used for, so that they could just go to dsn.disneystreams.com
Correct.
and watch. Now what's cool about that site is that you can customize it. So you could change the windows so that you're only seeing the two that are watching Starlight, something like that. So yeah, I have talked to David about that because that was kind of my idea. Is there a way that the two channels can send me their feeds and then we put it out as one on both channels? You do a multi-stream, but you're also taking the two feeds. And so we looked at that, but I think for now, the easiest way to do that would be the multi-view. But at some point in the future, we might look to do something different.
It's cool.
Okay.
It's just, the possibilities are almost endless, especially with David.
Absolutely.
Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh.
You just give him an idea and he absolutely runs with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the more that we get the word out about the Disney Streamer Network, the more innovation you get, the more channels you get. We just picked up another one tonight. So now we're at 48 even, but I'm hoping to break that 50 mark. Mm-hmm. So, it's coming. It's coming for sure.
The wonderful window is like really amazing because it reminds me of the TV when you walk into your room at Disney.
Yeah.
That's what's so cool about it.
Yeah. And you can customize that too. David has made that fully customizable. The size, where everything lays out. If you have an upcoming trip, you can do the countdown.
Right.
If you have an upcoming trip, you can put where you're going to be staying, and it will say, "Welcome Wilson family to Wilderness Lodge." He's just customized it all. And here's the best part about that. David has said that it will never cost the public anything for that service. He refuses to do that. There are other multi-views out there. There's a multi-view device. You have to pay $100 for the device and $15 a month for the service to have a multi-view. And all it is the size of a tablet, right? Here, I have a 49-inch screen to my left, and I could have the DSN up on that and have all of you running at one time. And that doesn't cost me a dime. It's always going to be free to the public, is what he said. And he doesn't like the subscription model that other multi-view has. So he will never do that.
Yeah, that's what's amazing with David.
And the servers that it's taking to run this and to run the trivia game, we have a trivia game now. That's all being done by him. That's all being paid for by him.
Yeah, I still got to get that trivia game going.
Yeah, that's pretty cool feature. We didn't talk about that one, but that's a pretty cool feature.
I forgot about it.
If
I
you
remember we had talked about it, but I forgot.
if you know about Kahoot, so it's very similar to Kahoot. There's a question, four possible answers. You can answer right in the chat, and it picks up everybody's answers. And the person that answers the fastest gets more points. People that answer correct get points, but people that answer the fastest gets more points. And it adds it up as you're going along. And now he's even got it where it's automated. So if you put the trivia questions in and the answers in, you tell it to start at 8 o'clock. It will start at 8 o'clock, and it'll go in the chat, and it'll do it all on its own.
I'll be talking to you. You know what it reminds me of? Now, see, I haven't used that functionality of that. It reminds me of Soarin', the game up there.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds. That's what it sounds like.
That's right.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got so many great ideas, and he just puts them into motion. I asked him one time for a magic map. There's another service that I used to use where you could tell your chat, hey, where are you watching from? Let us know. And you put this map up there, and as they put the town or the city or the state or the country that they're watching,
lights up
the map. He was like, oh, let me look at that. It might have been 2 days later.
No way.
He was like, here, try this. And it worked. Absolutely amazing. I'm telling you. So much innovation. And again, that's all for free. He's just enhancing everybody's live streams.
Right.
And it comes from a place of him being a viewer. That's why he started the multi-view. He started it on his own computer at home because he wanted to see more Disney at one time.
Right.
And it's grown into what it has. Just
Right.
amazing.
Yeah. It's crazy.
All right, so we're gonna dive deep into the chat here. We have Monique. She says, I was thinking if we could add a Disney map or a meet and greet feature, or even a pin trading feature too. What do you guys think of that?
It would make Corey happy.
That's an interesting thought because pin trading is so big right now. And it just continues to grow. If anybody goes to Epcot or sees a live stream, that breezeway between Connections and Creations is a madhouse, like a live pin trading event. Folks are just there. I watched a woman, we were there Saturday, and we were eating for like an hour inside, and she just sat there and just people come up, shoot trade. People come up and shoot trade. So pin trading is a huge thing right now. So yeah, that could be something. Now I do know the Wait Times app does have a map, but I don't think we have characters on it. So I'd have to see. He can pull that information pretty easily because it's on the My Disney Experience app. So might be able to do that. That's a good idea.
Nice. Okay, so moving on, we have Disney with Matthew with the next question.
Okay. How do you see the Disney Streamer Network in the next 10 to 15 years? Anyone can answer that question. Ladies first.
I mean, I'd love it to see it keep growing, obviously. And I think, as long as people keep it respectful in the parks and everything, I don't think Disney's got to put a stop to it at any point. Because it's kind of like free advertisement for them.
That's right. Man, 10 to 15 years. I'm doing math in my head.
Don't go there, Lawrence. Don't, because I'm already past that. Stop.
So, oh boy. Here's what I envision. And thank goodness YouTube is recorded, because 10 to 15 years from now, you can go back and watch this and call me out whether I was right or wrong. WDWNT started at some point, right?
Right.
Disney Food Blog started at some point.
DFB, right.
Tim Tracker started at some point. Paging Mr. Morrow started at some point. All these creators that have gotten as big as they are started at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the Disney Streamer Network, combined, we've got over 400,000 subscribers. Easily, probably close to 500,000.
Mm-hmm.
There is no reason that the DSN could not become the go-to place for your in-park live streams, your in-home live streams, your podcast, and your news. Now, I might have to get a different studio if I was going to become the anchor, and I don't think I want to be the anchor, but I do my monorail report every Thursday night on 6:30 at on the Park Bros channel. Shameless plug. But I could see that happening, because I think we have the talent in the network to make that happen. I really do.
Tell David he'll have it done tomorrow.
Right.
But yeah, I would almost see, if we got things continue to go the way they're going, at some point, I would almost think that Disney would reach out to us.
That is very possible.
Because they see what we do. They see, the quality of the entertainment side of it. Because no matter what we do every day, that's what we're not just background noise for when you do your laundry. People watch us because they enjoy it. They see a value in it. Some people, in the DSN, there could be a channel come in that the only thing they do is go park to park for merchandise, to show people merch, because people love seeing merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
Not just the rides. They love to see merchandise, So that type of thing. I mean, like between what, Corey does with his merchandise, and I do when I do my merchandise strolls, and you got a Bouncing Journey, which she does with her merchandise strolls through, all kinds of stuff like that. So yeah, there could be just a channel that came out that just specializes in merchandise.
And here's the thing, we don't know what we don't have.
No.
Right? Because
you don't know what you don't know.
It hasn't been invented yet. Whatever we're missing hasn't been invented yet. Give David a couple of days and he'll get it done. But but on the channel side as well, every time there's somebody new that joins, Wilson's in the World reaches out and joins.
Right.
They've done one live stream, not from Disney yet, but the possibility is there for them to have 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 subscribers, that many people watching. You look at Theme Park Giant, who's absolutely had an explosive 4 months of growth, with, where he was struggling to get 50 people watching. And last week, and I'm a mod on his channel, 1,500 people watching at one time. Mm-hmm. At one time, he's bringing that much joy to that many people. It is absolutely insane, and that is why I keep saying, and he'll mention to me sometimes, I don't think he'll mind me saying, I'm worried we're going to hit the ceiling. Is this going to be the week where we start to dip again? Why?
You have the followership.
Yeah.
Right.
And it just continues to grow. Go find 5 more people. Every one of us on this stream, go find 5 more people on your next stream.
Mhm.
You've grown. Then you go out there on your next stream, you try to find 10 more, 20
Right.
more, and you just keep growing. That's how to do it.
You know, have you ever taken a look and looked at a month? How many hours of content does the Disney Streamer Network provide in a month average?
David actually has that info.
I should have known.
He has that info. I can tell you from a personal standpoint, your YouTube app, well, mine, because I have premium, I don't know if the regular app does it, but I have
Right.
YouTube premium, and it tells me how many hours of YouTube I watch in a week.
Mhm.
It's actually more hours than there are in a week. Yeah. I watch more Disney YouTube than there is hours in a week. How does that happen?
Right.
It happens because of the Disney Streamer Network, because I put on
Oh yeah,
Mike,
yeah. The
and I put on
multi-stream.
Corey, and I put on 4 or 5 streams at one
Right.
time. And so it counts that watch time for every one of the channels.
Yeah, and I think that would be an interesting number to find out how many hours on average does the Disney Streamer Network provide content for like an average month.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
That would be huge,
Mm-hmm.
because you might have the giants, the JoJo's and the Mr. Morrows and people like that. But I think as a combined, we provide more hours of content than they do, of course.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, they're editing, they're taking their time, they're editing stuff into, you know, their 30-minute, 20-minute blog, whatever it might be.
Right.
But we are doing a lot more than that.
Yeah.
You know, we're putting out 6-8 hours of live every time you go out there.
Right. And as a core group, we're putting more hours of content out than they are. And I think we reach more people than they do. I really do. On an average. Not
Yeah,
that
you're
there's
not
anything
wrong.
wrong with what they do. They're excellent.
No,
they're
no.
excellent content
Yeah.
creators. But that's why I still say I think Disney at one point down the road are going to look to the content creators to help them push their brand.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do. We push their brand.
Yep. I
We
agree.
show food, we show transportation, we show, you know, what else? Rides.
Resorts.
Resorts. We show all of the whole world of it. And it doesn't cost them $1.
Right.
We're the best advertisement they've had.
That's right.
Streamers in general. Content creators.
Someone was saying, you know, Disney should put an end to live streams. All these grifters out there, just put an end to all of them and do it themselves. Right now, I don't know if you know, but on Disney Plus, they released a POV of Rise of the Resistance.
Right.
It wasn't very good. Because it doesn't capture the moments. It's edited. The great thing about a live stream is it is live.
It's raw.
It's raw. You are seeing when Kylo is in B mode. You are seeing when his name fell out of my head.
RDG2.
The guy in Smuggler's Run.
Oh, Hondo?
Hondo. When Hondo's covered up, right? You're seeing those B modes. We did a stream with Luminous in like C mode. There were no fireworks at all. No fireworks, no cannons, no nothing.
Oh yeah.
You know, that stuff happens. That's why people tune in, because you never know.
You never know.
Park Pass TV did a stream one time where they were trying to do Luminous, Luminous, Happily Ever After, and Phantasmic all in one night
How?
because they had two cameras and they can shift back and forth.
Okay.
Well, it didn't work because Phantasmic stopped in the middle. I think the rain messed up the Luminous or something like that. So that, you know, it happens. But people were there. They wanted to tune in because they wanted to see that energy, see what happened. And then it didn't happen. So then they had to try and go out and do it again. That's the blessing of what we all do. Is it's live, it's raw, it's us. We're gonna cough. We're gonna say we're gonna run into a trash can. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of being us.
Yeah. Gimbals are going to go sideways. It's going to happen.
It's gonna happen.
Who would have ever thought you would have 500-700 people watching a guy walk from the Grand Floridian into the park in the morning? Who would have ever thought?
7 o'clock in the morning.
7
People
o'clock
just
in the
want to
morning.
tune in, just watching a guy, you know, with the sunrise. That's his niche.
It's relaxing.
Yeah. He'll never go do nighttime. He has his niche. Same thing with Thad. Thad will never see the parks when the sun goes down. Thad's out. He's out.
Right.
Actually, he's out before that.
On a rare occasion, maybe they're late.
Right.
But on a regular day-to-day, no.
Yeah. But you find your niche.
Yeah.
Find your niche. And that's what's great because everybody has something different. And then by putting the 48 of us together, we all have all of that to offer to everybody out there.
Correct. I'm sorry.
Can I please add some? So, when it comes to seeing the Disney streamer network in 15 years, I can definitely envision it being something that is really recognized as if it's a cable channel. And when people be like, "Well, I'm going to watch Netflix. Oh, I'm going to watch them like Hulu, Disney Plus." People might be like, "Well, I'm just going to go watch the Disney streamer network," as if it's part of the everyday and regular vocabulary. For me, it is already part of my vocabulary and something I would casually say as YouTube. And honestly, when it comes to my niche, when it comes to finding my niche, my niche right now is talking endlessly and relentlessly about the Hollywood Tower Hotel. The very moment I go to Hollywood Studios, my signature move is to go and write the Tower of Tower immediately.
Very nice.
We would have never known, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
All right. So the last question I have is, do you think platforms like this help strengthen the Disney community? And this is to Lawrence. Wait, did we just get a raid? We got Living in Diz in here. Hello, everyone from Living in Diz. Hope you guys had a wonderful time at the Magic Kingdom with Corey. Thank you, Lawrence, for sending them over. Make sure to hit that like button. If you're new to us, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And once again, thank you to Living in Diz, Corey. Make sure to you guys check out our good friend Corey, Living in Diz, live streaming over from Walt Disney World. So the next question for you, Lawrence, getting back to it, is, do you think platforms like this help strengthen the Disney streaming community?
So there aren't many of these out there. There have been a few in the past that I know of. But that was exactly what I had set out for this to do in the beginning, was to strengthen it, to have the streamers that are out there have some place to go. They have friends in the park when they need something. If you just wanted to take a quick bio break and you know you've got one of your friends in the park, hey, can you hold on to my gimbal for me? And then go take your bio break and come right back. And you're not worried about what that person's going to say to your stream because you know who they are, right? And when you have tech issues that are just racking your brain trying to figure out, how do I fix this? Why does this keep happening? You have some place to go. So is it strengthening the Disney streamer community? 100% it is. And it's just going to continue to get better and better at strengthening the streaming community. But here's the other key. It's strengthening the viewing community as well. Because when you do a raid, when you do a share, when you talk about, hey, Corey's going to be doing Test Track. He's the first live streaming channel that's going to be doing Test Track live. Go check it out. You're helping Living in Diz by having them go and watch Corey for Test Track, but you're strengthening your own channel by you being a part of that as well. And so that's the key for me, is lean on each other and grow together. That's exactly what this streaming community is doing by bringing everybody together in the DSN.
Absolutely. All right, so it is that time to do a giveaway. So normally we don't do this on our podcast live streams. We normally do this to our theme park streams, but I promised a giveaway for all of you guys during my 70 years of favorites after dark event last Thursday, and we're going to be giving away something from that event. And again, thank you, Lawrence, and thank you, Corey, for sending your guys' viewers to over here. I truly appreciate your guys' support. This is our giveaway for tonight's stream. So the rules are quite simple. You must be subscribed to the channel in order to what's the word I'm looking for? Participate. You must reside in the United States. You must be 18 or older to enter. Anyone can enter in tonight's giveaway, so any of our guests on here, any of our moderators, chat members, Ninja Watchers, all of you are welcome to participate. And then to treat others fairly, you must not have won in the past month. So this is the giveaway for tonight, and that is the lanyard from the 70 Years of Favorites After Dark event from last Thursday that I attended.
Nice.
You have 60 seconds with a 5-second delay because of YouTube's rule of delaying things on YouTube. And then you must write the keyword only once to enter. And the keyword is #70. So #70. So let me go ahead and put an example for you guys. Here is the example, and your time starts right now. Enter in that keyword if you want to win tonight's giveaway.
Good luck, everybody.
Yes, good luck to everyone.
Yeah, and if you're new, make sure to hit the like button for the stream tonight. We can get Amusement Park Pirates to 25 likes here. Now, this lanyard, was it just a giveaway for attending?
This was handed out with the admission.
Nice.
So you get a wristband, you get a guide map, and you get this one. Magic Adventures, it's an exclamation. So exclamation point 70. So 70.
Sorry.
And also, guys, if you are brand new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. So if you have fun on tonight's stream, we have a lot of fun on our in-park streams as well. We normally also don't do this on a Wednesday as well for this podcast. We normally do it Thursday nights. So would really appreciate everyone's support. And
Not on a Wednesdays.
He was really
Oh,
just trying
sorry.
to test me.
Wednesdays.
He was really just
Sorry.
trying to test my skills to see if I could produce and be a guest on a show at the same time. And I think I did pretty well. I didn't break their stream.
Yeah.
And I'd never, cursed while I was on your stream because something broke over here. So we're good.
Yeah, there's Benjamin Burton. Nice to see you, Benjamin.
Let's see. We also have not just Benjamin Burton, but we also have Strawberry Field Fairy. Welcome
Yep.
in. Good to see you, as well as Mer Rockstraw. Sorry if I'm not saying that correctly.
Tongue twister, right?
Three. All right, so time is up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. All right, so that's weird. All righty, so we have 5 entries already. If you again are interested in this, make sure to put exclamation point 70. And here we go. And the winner is Disney cast crew member Monique.
Hey.
You have
Hey.
won.
Woo,
Congratulations, Monique.
Congratulations, Monique.
So, if Monique, if you are still here in the chat, make sure to confirm your prize. If you do not want this prize, we will be re-rolling it again. And it looks like Monique has confirmed. So, Monique, let me go ahead and send you the email address. So, Monique,
I was looking for my
hopefully it's-
applause button. I couldn't find the applause button. So I'm going to give Monique a Mickey, oh boy. There you go.
Oh, boy.
we also have streamers too.
Streamers.
so-
Hey, there you go.
But make sure to send us an email with your address, your shipping information, all that other stuff. And I will be shipping out to you in just when I can, basically. So, let's see. We also have Wilson's in the World. Welcome in. Alrighty.
Hey, I'm sorry. Can you go back? There was a comment from Mur that I thought we should highlight.
Let's see. Mur says, already liked and subscribed. Didn't know about this channel until forwarded over in the raid, which was another channel I had discovered tonight. So 2 new channels tonight. Rock Straw. Okay, Star.
So that's a pretty good night there. He found 2 new channels to watch.
Oh, yeah.
2 new channels to watch, both of them being part of the Disney Streamer Network. I know that Corey talked about the Disney Streamer Network during this stream. I know that I was putting in the links. You guys have obviously put in the links. We've been talking about the Disney Streamer Network. That's how you grow this community.
Absolutely.
That's how you grow this community.
Yep.
dsn.disneystreams.com. Now Mer can watch up to 24 channels at one time. At one time. It's crazy.
Yep.
You could be watching Luminous,
Happily ever after.
Happily Ever After, and
Wondrous
Fantasmic
Journeys.
all at one time. And then on the other side, you've got Wondrous Journeys, you got Fantasmic. If you have people paint the night, you got a couple people watching Paint the Night, you could have
Starlight.
different streams of it, different angles of it. I mean, what we're doing here is all about the viewer, and I just absolutely love it.
Yep.
Oh, and I forgot World of Color.
A World of
Yes,
Color.
World of
Yeah.
Color, happiness or one or whatever.
Yep.
Alrighty, so before we end tonight's podcast, I wanted to see if there's any questions from the chat from our previous interview. To those in Living in Diz, if feel free to rewind back to the beginning where we first started the podcast to pretty much listen into the interview. But now is your time to ask us any questions, whether it might be regarding this interview or just anything in general. Let me first start off by saying Disney Cast Crew member Monique says, how can we also join the Disney Streamer Network on your platform? I guess Lawrence,
Yeah. So any channels and creators, if you're listening, or viewers, if you are watching or listening and know of a channel that isn't in the network that you think should be, have them email DisneyStreamerNetwork@gmail.com. And, you know, there's a little bit of a vetting process to go through, but, you know, we want channels of all sizes. You know, when Thad, Theme Park Giant, started in the network, he had 2,000 subscribers. He'll probably hit 13,000 on Monday. When Sean started Disney with Sean, he had 48 subscribers, I believe. He's now at 6,000.
I thought I saw 7 today.
Wilson's in the World started, they had 2 subscribers. They're now up to
16, I think.
16. Okay. Crawl, walk, run, folks. Crawl, walk, run. It's a marathon, little by little.
Yep.
And so that's why we want channels of all sizes. We want to be there to celebrate with Ashley when they hit 100, when they hit 500, when they hit 1,000. I was live on my own channel when I hit 10,000, and I was in Epcot, my favorite park. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that type of stuff is what we want to celebrate. We want to be there with everybody. So, yeah. And channels of any size, Disney Streamer Network @gmail.com.
Right.
I'll drop it in the chat.
And don't forget also, while you're streaming too, if you have 1 or 2 people in your chat, those 1 or 2 people are there because they want to be there and because they like what you're doing. So 1 or 1,000, it doesn't matter. Just make them happy.
100%.
Absolutely. The next question comes from Mer Rockstar. He says, is that the site that www Stream Finder links to that have all the channels showing on one page?
So in a way, yes. They put DisneyStreams.com. We're actually dsn.disneystreams.com. But if you went to that site, what would happen is you would see the Disney Streamer Network channels first. And then you can always get to the Streamer Network from that page. So you can go there from the WDW Stream Finder and then open up the menu and go to Streamer Network. and then you would be able to see everybody in the network.
Absolutely. Christina G got a new subscriber. She says, "Good evening, APP. Just subscribed. Thank you so much, Christina. Appreciate the support."
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you, Pat Rose, for the email for. Let's see. Sorry, just catching up with the chat here. So any other questions before we fire it down? Feel free to ask away.
And Mur says it's Stro, like Stroh's beer. Mur Rock Stro.
Okay.
I'm gonna remember that from now on because he's gonna be.
I'm here.
Mur's gonna be watching Living in Diz and Amusement Park Pirates all the time. And if you got nothing to do tomorrow night at 6:30, you could come watch the Monorail Report, where I do the weekly news over on Park Bros. Shameless plug.
Let's see. Christina G says, "If we watch the Disney Streamer Network, does the watch time count for the stream?"
Hey, Mike, does
Yes.
the watch time count if they watch them all?
Yes.
Every single one of them.
Every single
one. If you click that play button on every one of them, they're all getting the watch time. And here's the cool thing: you can just listen to one. You can have one. You can go full screen on one and have the others playing in the background. They're all still going to get the watch time.
Right.
And then you're just listening and watching to the one that you want to. But the cool thing about it is, if you've got it open, you've got 6. Remember, this can be on your phone. It can be on your tablet. It can be on your PC.
Right.
If you are watching 6 screens at once and somebody's getting ready to eat dinner and you're like, oh, no, I don't want to watch him eat dinner. Let me see what she's doing on that ride. Then you just simply mute the person that's eating, but still playing it. So they're still getting the watch time. And now you're watching Pirates of the Caribbean or whatever the case is.
Right.
And everybody gets that watch time. You're supporting multiple streamers all at one time. And believe me, that counts. And we appreciate every bit of that.
Every bit.
Absolutely. Christina G says she was referring to the other streamers.
Yep. They all get the watch time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
Yeah, I have a question.
Go ahead,
How
man.
many streamers you can watch? How many unlimited time you can watch the Disney streamers, Lawrence?
Whoever's live at that time,
Yeah.
you can watch them, and as long as you're playing them, they're going to get that watch time. Now, we are the only channel currently live. Oh no, Theme Park Casual. So I could click us and Theme Park Casual, and both of us are going to get the watch time. Now, the site itself, if there were 32 channels live at one time, you could be watching 32 channels at one time.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah,
sorry.
that's okay. The limitation is simply what your computer can do. Because if you're running a 3-year-old computer like one of mine is, and you're trying to watch 32 videos at one time, not going to work.
Well.
No. But you can, if you've got a good system, and my system does hold up to, I've done about 8 or 10 at one time, and I've got a 3-year-old Mac, and I've done 8 or 10 streams at one time. Everybody gets to watch time. There's a reminder to hit the like button on every one of the streams so that you remember to hit it, and you don't have to go into YouTube to do that. The chat functions like YouTube. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm telling you.
Thank you, David.
Yes, thank you, David.
Thank you, Lawrence, for saying that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just had this feeling that, I do want to. I mean, on behalf of, all of us at the DSN, I just wanted to recognize Lawrence, you and Pyle, for the amazing work that you guys do, and I am just so grateful as especially a small creator like I am. You guys are helping not just myself, but other small creators and big creators alike as well. That I honestly just am so grateful and so amazed and kind of proud at the same time. And it's a kind of emotional saying this, but we all want to thank you and David from the bottom of our hearts for creating this network, creating this community, creating this family that would pretty much, who knows, last us for between, 10 to 15 years, let's say. So kudos
I
to you guys.
I appreciate that. I think that in the short time that it's been around, we haven't even been around a year, and in that short time, I've seen so much growth and so much potential come out of small channels or mid-sized channels that they didn't think was possible. And I don't know it all. I started this by telling you that I've been studying YouTube for 3 years now. And when Corey asked me to be a host, a co-host on the podcast, I started diving into what do I need to know about YouTube and certain things. And all I've done is taken that knowledge and put it all in one spot. I listen to so many creators and mentors. Nick Nimmin, I watch his show every Saturday. He's a great YouTube mentor. Melanie Diane Howell, who I consider a friend, she's a great YouTube mentor. Kirk Nugent, who does a great job. If you use any Restream or Ecamm or Streamlabs, they all have their own YouTube channels, and they also put out their own content. Ecamm, I think, is brilliant content out there that doesn't just focus on their platform; it focuses on how to podcast and that kind of thing. So all I did was take all that info and just put it in one place for all of us. That's all I did.
Very nice. And I also want to welcome in another friend. We got Monk's Disney Strolls. Welcome in. He says, yes, thank you, Lawrence and Pyle for DSN. Been a lifesaver. Absolutely, Monks, and welcome in as well. Let's see. Monique, I will text you after the stream. Supposedly, she's having trouble with finding my email. So I'll write you a text later on, Monique. All right, so that is going to be it for tonight. Thank you to everyone for joining us. Thank you to our special guests, Lawrence, Ashley, Tony, Mike, and our co-host, Disney with Matthew. Big thanks to, it was a pleasure getting to chat with you guys, and hope you guys can rejoin another podcast soon. Let's thank our sponsors during which are sponsoring tonight's stream. Would like to thank Nick and Shannon Ear to Their Travel. If you guys are looking to book your next trip out, whether it might be to Walt Disney World, Disneyland, or even cruising, make sure to scan that QR code right there in the right side of your screen. And they will be able to book your next trip. No hassle, no nothing. And that's pretty much all I have to say. And also, I really hope you guys enjoy your trip. And if you guys are searching this weekend for some fellow streamers to watch, make sure you check out our good friends at the Disney Streamer Network, where you can see your favorite streamers all at one time. And if you want to learn more, there it is, right here on this QR code located to your right. And yeah, it should be pretty good. But also, more importantly, I do want to appreciate all of our moderators for keeping the chats fun, clean, and engaging, and anyone who enters the chat. Thank you to our Ninja Watchers, our Patreon members, both free and paid memberships, as well as also thank you guys, both our regular viewers as well as the Living in Diz community. Uh, Appreciate you guys' support, and that's all I have to say. So before we head out, once again, do you guys? I'm going to be sending out to the guests here. See where anyone can find you, and tell us when you will be live next. Starting off with Ashley.
Wilson's in the world. You can find me on YouTube or Instagram. Not really sure when I'm going live again. I'm hoping to make a trip to Disney World in late April.
Very nice. Mike. Mike.
Yep. Magic Adventure spelled with a J. We do know how to spell because Jen is a teacher, but it's for Mike and Jen. We are looking to go live sometime this week, but I'm not exactly sure because of the schedule and what I have going on right now. We will have some special things happening over the next few weeks, so please stay tuned. It'll be announced.
Tony.
So my name is Tony O'Tell, and you can find me on YouTube. I realize I don't go live often, but I do post near daily videos about Tower of Terror trivia and tidbits. The next time I go live is going to be this Sunday at 8:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I will take live art requests.
Very nice. And Matthew, our co-host.
So I'll probably might go live streaming this weekend since I'm going to be on vacation. So I'm going to Miami, and I might do some streaming at a carnival this coming week. So I'm hoping I can stream over there and do some rides and stuff and carnival games.
Cool.
Last but not least, Lawrence.
Yeah, so my channel is Park Bros. I will be live tomorrow night at 6:30 with the Monorail Report, 6:30 Eastern. With the Monorail Report, I'll bring you Disney news. We do updates on the Disney Streamer Network, and I will also bring you Behind the Click, which is a session where we look at clickbait Disney headlines, and I bring you the actual news. And I have a new segment called Off the Rails, and I might be doing that tomorrow night.
Very nice, Lawrence. And once again, you can find me here on YouTube. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Blue Sky, Twitter. I think I've already said that. TikTok. It's all on our link tree as well as our description. Once again, thank you everyone for joining us. And actually, don't we have anything else, Matthew, if they want to continue this stream?
Wait, say that one more time.
Let's see. Application of Ventures, good evening to you. Let's see who should we raid to tonight? I'm thinking about raiding another channel tonight.
I'm thinking Pete McDivitt.
Let's see. I think Pete McDivitt ended its stream. So we're going to be raiding Theme Park Casual tonight. He is live from Disneyland Resort. He is walking near Thunder right now. So stay tuned after the end credits, where we are going to be sending you over to the Disneyland Resort, where we're going to be raiding Theme Park Casual. And the thing that I want you guys to say is that Amusement Park Pirates sent us here Disneyland churros are the best. Not to be, no offense to Walt Disney Worlders, but
They
Oh,
said-
none taken. We
None
know.
taken. They're
None
horrible.
taken.
I'm thinking.
We know.
But again, stay tuned after this stream, after the end credits. We are sending you over to the Disneyland Resort for some theme park casual action. And actually, the park closes in an hour and 12 minutes, so you guys got some plenty of time to spend time with him. So, Christina G says, "Can you post their channel links?" Let's see. If mods, if you can also help, that too would be great. Let's see how. There we go. There's Park Bros. Let's see. Sorry. Let me find. Where is it? Sorry, I have a lot of subscriptions now. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Thank you, mods. You guys are the best. Alrighty, guys. Thank you again for joining us. Here is the link if you guys want to already start rating Theme Park Casual. Again, Amusement Park Pirates sent us here. Disneyland churros are the best. Until the next time, everyone, we will see you in the parks real soon. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Sweet dreams.